of India. Mohandas Gandhi was a lawyer and civil rights leader who played an important role in helping India gain independence from British colonization. Within this quiet man, however, was a powerful will. His strong belief in fairness, freedom, and peace changed the nation. Every many years after his death, the father of India continues to inspire people around the world. Early life. Gandhi was born into a large Hindu family in India on October 12, 1869. Gandhi family believed in non-violence and caring for others. His mother was a great example. She prayed daily and took care of people who were sick or poor. His father worked as local government leader. He often said disagreement between the local and the British who ruled India. From his father, Gandhi learned to respect others and their beliefs. At 18, Gandhi sailed to England to study law. While attending school in London, he began to study all religions and their texts. After a few years, Gandhi became a lawyer and returned to India. Still very shy, he struggled to find work. He agreed to take a job in South Africa. In 1888, South Africa. South Africa was also ruled by the British. South Africa had many laws that discriminated against black-colored and Asian people. Gandhi thought it was unfair and felt he had to do something. He stayed in South Africa and worked hard to help the Indians in his country. His work brought attention to him and saw the struggles of Indians in South Africa. He also became a leader among the Indian people, but Gandhi wasn't working toward equality for everyone. He believed Indians were superior to native African people. He argued that Indians should receive equal treatment from the British because they were a similar of the heritage. But British discrimination against Indian people continued. During this time, every Indian in South Africa was forced to register with the British government to limit their rights to trade and land. Gandhi held a protest during which explained his ideas of satyagraha. This means holding firmly of the truth. Gandhi used it to represent a form of nonviolent protest. He called for Indians to disobey the law and accept the punishment. The British police beat and jailed many Indians, including Gandhi. News of the protest and punishment reached out the world. People were shocked. They spoke against the government. The government was forced to come to an agreement with the protesters. Gandhi remained in South Africa for 20 years. During this time, he stopped wearing Western clothes. Instead, he wore a cultured shirt and a sarong. Later, he became known for wearing a simple dhoti or lafgan. A leader in India. When Gandhi returned to India in 1915, he began working to free India from British rule. In 1919, the government passed acts that let authorities arrest people who cause political trouble. Gandhi called for people to stay home from work and school in protest. When violence broke out against the British, Gandhi cancelled the protests. A few days later, thousands of people gathered in the city of Orissa in a peaceful yet illegal protest. Suddenly, the British troops surrounding the protest started shooting. Between 400 and 1,500 Indians died. Many others were hurt. After this point, Gandhi has been trying to work with the British government. The events in Amritsar changed everything. Soon, Gandhi started to work another non-violent protest. He called for Indians to no longer buy British or work for the British in any way. While his effort was somewhat successful, there were still violent clashes between Indian protesters and the British military. Gandhi was seen as the leader of the protest because of the violence. He was arrested and sent to prison. He was released 2 years and immediately continued his work. The South March, one of Gandhi's most successful protests, took place in 1930 in India. Only British companies were allowed to produce and sell salt. The government also placed a large tax on any salt sold. Gandhi thought it was unfair for Indians to pay the British for salt from India's land. On March 12, Gandhi and some followers began a 21-day, 240-mile walk across India to the sea. Along the way, Gandhi spoke to people and made speeches to large crowds. When he reached the coast, tens of thousands of Indians were following him. Early on the morning of April 6, Gandhi went down to the shore, surrounded by British soldiers. He picked up a grain of salt from the ground. His followers did the same. Gandhi was arrested, along with more than 60,000 others. Change begins. The arrest of Indians caused anger throughout the world. More people started to speak out against British. When Gandhi demanded that the British leave India in 1942, he was arrested. Violent protests took place all over India. In 1945, British and Indian leaders began to discuss the British leaving India. Throughout India's history, Hindus and Muslims have often been in conflict. Gandhi could believe that the people of these two religions could live in peace in India, but Muhammad al-Jinnah, a Muslim leader, did not believe Muslim rights. He would protect it after the British left. He wanted to divide the country into mostly Muslim state and mostly Hindu state. The agreement that ended British rule was signed in 1947. The country was partitioned or split. The Muslim people formed a new country of Pakistan. More than 10 million people moved from one country to the other. The move was done too quickly. There was violence and hundreds of thousands of people died. Gandhi achieved a number of temporary peace agreements. Death and Legacy. On January 30, 1948, Gandhi was leading a prayer meeting. A young Hindu man in the crowd didn't approve Gandhi's work to make peace with Muslims. He shot Gandhi 3 times. Gandhi's death saddened people all over the world. Around 150,000 people attended his funeral. Even after his death, Gandhi, from whom Indians called Mahatma or Great Soul, continued to inspire important leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Good job. Oh yeah.
You're amazing. A perfect